So we're going to go right into it here. And there's our screen. It all comes up. We look good there.
We do.
Me and Carter look like we match here with our backgrounds.
As per usual.
And Miracle looks like an explosion of color happened on her palette.
Yeah.
On her backsplash. So it's good. So this story is coming from Bounding Into Comics from John F. Trent. I love John F. Trent. And it says, Andrew Garfield claims he lost out on Narnia role because he wasn't handsome enough. And this is funny because I'm going to show you a picture of the dude he lost out to after we read it. And it makes perfect sense because the guy's cast that way. So it says, Spider-Man No Way Home actor Andrew Garfield recently detailed that he lost out on the role of Prince Caspian in the Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian, because he was not handsome enough. Garfield's comments came during an interview on Entertainment Tonight, where host Matt Cohen asked the actor, quote, talk about a rejection that set you back in your career. I like to always bring this up because it makes us reflect a bit, something that maybe set you back in your career that really resonated during the process. And Garfield answered, I was thrown back in my early 20s when I was just out of drama school, thinking, am I going to survive? I would have taken anything. The first job I ever did was a Doritos commercial in Spain where I was playing air guitar as it were a Dorito as a plectrum. Plectrum? Is that a type of guitar?
You know what? I don't know.
And I was like, I've made it. I just made $2,000 for 2 days worth of work. That's it. It's over.
Good.
But no, I had a big spell of unemployment, which I think is kind of necessary. Lucky thing in a way. I think that it was my Jonathan Larson Suburbia moment. Suburbia? I don't know what that is. Must have been a movie or a TV show or a book, maybe. He elaborated, quote, I had a year and a half of waiting tables and working at Starbucks, and I was a cricket coach. I was doing anything, like telemarketing, the whole thing. I wonder how many of those jobs are like, did he actually telemarket? Maybe he worked...
Coaching crickets, that's not even a real job.
That's not a real thing. Nobody coaches. You got to know what a crumpet is to understand cricket.
Yeah.
No.
Jesus.
I was talking about the actual crickets, the bug.
No, he's talking about the sport.
Yeah.
I
know.
In my okay. My quote was from the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, which you can see when he says, "Cricket. Nobody understands cricket. You got to know what a crumpet is to understand cricket."
I know what a crumpet is.
That's Raphael when he's battling Casey Jones in the park.
Yeah.
And then Jones knocks him into a garbage can.
I have a Raphael sticker. It's hidden. If people can find it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I just think it's funny. You always hear these stories of like the celebrities, like how they pay their dues, right? And I bet you like 3/4 of it is true, but some of it is embellishment. They're like they work 12, 15 jobs at once to make it in Hollywood. I mean,
dude, anyone who goes to drama school,
you're accepting that you're
not hating on anyone going to drama school, but I wouldn't expect to be able to skate by, not have to work super hard.
No. Because you're going to have to move someplace that's inherently expensive.
Oh, yeah.
If you're going to be an actor, you have to move to what? New York or California. Both really expensive places to live.
You're
from California.
I've done the New York acting stuff before.
And I brought this up because you were, this beautiful human specimen was a model. So he knows what it's like to be, he knows what it's like to be handsome enough.
It's tough.
Well, also... that kind of reminds me of a time when it was my freshman year and I was in an improv class because I needed a class to fulfill one of my requirements, and this filled out 2, and I was in it, and the teacher, she was like a drama teacher, and she's like, all my students who are drama majors, I believe that they can get jobs because they know how to act their way to get a job. I'm like, oh,
that's not how the real world works.
I know, and I was like, keep telling yourself that, lady.
I've acted my way into a job I couldn't do before, and then I got unhired.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that meme of it's like a dog like with ducks on a pond, and it says like when you lie in your resume and get the job, but get the job anyway.
Well, it's pretty funny because I was a bartender. It was a bartender job.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know about alcohol, and
I drink.
I was a bartender in what is that Rebel Wilson movie? How to Be Single. I ended up cutting the scene, but it was... I had bartending experience from that, or at least looked like one. So,
oh, wait, you were in that movie?
Well, technically, but
it ended up on the cutting room floor.
They cut the scene because somebody from, I think it was like Wilhelmina Models, they had one of their people there, and they elevated the scene to somebody brought shots out to her on the floor instead of her coming to the bar. So I was bummed, but
it's okay.
Spent 12 hours on set and looked like a bartender. So.
Does that mean you got your SAG card?
I think in order to have the SAG card, you have to have 6 films in a year, or at least maybe that's how it was back then. But wow, I was getting there.
Who the hell is acting in or maybe it's like 6 productions a year, not films. Like,
yeah, just anything.
Like 6 films a year would be insane.
I got close. Did a Mountain Dew commercial and some other
so
stuff.
6 marketed products or
I think
film.
so, and then you can apply for it.
Okay, so as long as it's like commercials, which
oh my god,
yeah.
Can you still do it to this day or no?
Yeah.
No, he can't be. They've banned him from the industry.
Oh well, if they find
they're
out,
like you work for Tim Pool.
Yeah, you're banned.
Honestly, oh man, I don't know how anyone else there, because like you do a lot of like model waiting jobs, like and catering and stuff, and with COVID, I don't know how a lot of people are doing that.
Oh, that's so true.
But this is what's funny about this is like they talk about how who he lost the role of Prince Caspian to was an actor named Ben Barnes. Now Ben Barnes played Billy Russo in the Punisher show on Netflix, and he's literally called Beautiful Billy. Like he's like the joke in the show is that he's really freaking handsome because he ends up getting his face destroyed at the end of the season. So because the whole season's about him just being really good looking. So if you look at these pictures, Andrew Garfield kind of looks like he kind of looks like slightly less handsome Ben Barnes. Not that they're not both good looking, but it's really funny. So it says his good looks would help him land the role of Billy Russo as Billy the Beaut in Netflix as the Punisher. And what I thought was interesting about this article is he seems very grateful for like the struggles he had to go through, right? Whereas you hear a lot of celebrities these days, like we're going to talk about Diane Kruger later and her issues, like trying to work for Quentin Tarantino, and a lot of people sound so bitter and make it about something that it's not. Like, I didn't get this role because of sexism. I didn't get this role because of some other...
Or maybe you're just not a good actor, or you didn't fit the role.
Or you just weren't the right person for the role. It's like, maybe it wasn't some social ill. Maybe you just weren't the right person for the job. But what I find is that the people who tend to be successful tend to have a more, gratitude is a... What's the term? Gratitude is a superpower. Like, to be grateful for what you have and to be able to look at things in that way is going to benefit you every day of your life.
Well, also I feel like Andrew Garfield is very humble too.
Plus he's successful now, so it's a lot easier to be like, oh, it was so rough and by God, it was a good learning experience. But in the moment, I'm sure he didn't feel that way.
Well, also, what would we do without all those actors who wanted to be actors who are our waiters at the Cheesecake Factory?
Yes, how would those you're from California, you're like, how would I have gotten my cheesecake?
I've never been there.
You've never been there?
I heard this magical place and I never been there.
The first time when we got brought when they flew me out here, the first thing we did like that weekend after skating was like go to Cheesecake Factory.
I never been there and I passed it like once and I was like, that's cool. And like I was watching, the only reason why I called it magical because this one milk bonger.
What?
Milk bonger?
I said milk bonger.
What the hell is a milk bonger?
No, muck bonger. So
Muck banger.
Yeah.
What is that?
Basically, they eat on camera and they get money for that.
So it's like a foodie, like an influencer, a food influencer.
Yeah, but for her, so her name is Stephanie Liu.
Okay.
Or no, Sue, my bad. Stephanie Sue. She's 1 year older than me and like she does this, but she talks while eating and she doesn't finish the food. Usually they finish it, but she doesn't.
That must be like a learned skill set to be able to attractively eat on camera while talking.
And she's not even eating it really.
No, she's is
talking.
Like she's eating it in like big proportions, like she eats, but she has a clever way where like she eats it while talking. So
interesting. With her mouth open and talking?
No, she puts it to the side of her cheek.
Like a squirrel?
Yeah. It's so cute. And like the reason why I brought it up because like she had one episode where she was eating Cheesecake Factory and she's like, look, my favorite egg roll spring rolls, like the avocado spring rolls. And I was like, that sounds magical. I want that.
We should go there sometime.
I want that. Again. Yeah. Research. We're going to have a foodie section just for me where I'm just doing research.
It's a tax write-off. She can eat all she wants and write it off. It says, as for Garfield, he obviously reprised his role as Spider-Man in Spider-Man No Way Home. His other projects in 2021 include the role of Jonathan Larson in the Netflix musical Tick, Tick, Boom, and Jim Baker in The Eyes of Tammy Faye. In 2022, he's expected to play Charles Ryder in the TV miniseries Bride's Head Revisited. I don't know what that is. And Pyre in Under the Banner of Heaven. His biggest role of his career, including...
Sorry, I'm having hiccups.
You weren't even into the microphone on that, and it was loud. I'm sorry, audience. It's okay. So he was also in The Social Network as Eduardo Severin. And the fantastic war drama Hacksaw Ridge. So he's done plenty well for himself. But I just thought this was funny because they are both. The other guy is just kind of slightly more.
He's very suave.
He's very. I think it's the hair. Maybe it's the jawline.
It's more like he has that smoldering look that people like.
He looks like the guy from You, except for.
Oh, we're talking about the other guy. The other guy. The other guy looks like he's straight out of a Dior ad.
Yeah. Wait. Are you familiar with Narnia Chronicles?
Of course.
Yeah. So he's the prince.
I thought he wasn't the prince.
No, the one we're talking, they're comparing them here.
Oh,
yeah.
So Ben Barnes, the guy who played the prince, is literally like a kind of a better looking version of Andrew Garfield. Of course, that's all up to personal taste. But the Ben Barnes dude just looks exactly like he just got.
I'm showing Carter just for reference.
No internet.
So him.
Oh.
Yeah. So he plays as the prince when he was younger. Where is it?
Got it.
Right here. So when he was younger,
is that a touch screen?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a tablet and a laptop. I didn't know that until like 3 months after I had it.
That's cool.
But yeah, he played as the prince in Narnia, and Andrew Garfield was supposed to get that role, but they said he wasn't handsome enough.
I gotta see that in writing.
Or no, okay. You know what? We're gonna go back to. I'll find it if it's in the article that I was looking at here.
Do you know how to do the smoldering look since you used to be a model?
What's the smoldering look?
Where like you
just
kind
like
of
blue steel from Zoolander.
Yeah, I can do that.
Can you do that on camera for us? Get ready, ladies.
That's it.
Oh,
I think don't your lips have to be more pursed?
Well,
there it is.
Yeah.
I don't know, like maybe maybe they asked Andrew Garfield, they're like, for his audition, they're like, can you do a smoldering look? And he's like,
and he just smiled.
He just smiled. They were like, no, less smiling, no teeth.
Yeah. So what happened was that there was a part here where they like he like bugged it, like he thought he was going to get the role in Chronicles of Narnia. It says, I remember I was so desperate, Garfield 38 said during an interview with Entertainment Tonight. I auditioned for Prince Caspian in the Chronicles of Narnia and thought this could be it, and then that handsome actor Ben Barnes ended up getting the role. The Marvel actor recalled being a major contender for the role of Prince Caspian, saying, I think it was down to me and him, and I remember being obsessed. It says eventually he kept bugging his agent about it, like, why didn't I get the role? He says, she eventually broke down under my incessant nagging, and it was just like, it's because they don't think you're handsome enough, Andrew.
Oh.
He recalled Ben Barnes as a very handsome, talented man, so in retrospect, I'm not unhappy with the decision. I
was going to say,
and I think he did a beautiful job.
He lost it to somebody who deserved it.
It's like it's literally like when if you're in the semifinals of a playoff game of the playoffs, you want the team that beats you to win, so that you lost to the team that wins.
Also, if Chris Carr was here, I could have brought up the fact that he's an English actor, and he was from London. He's from the UK, so that could be another thing.
Both of them are. I think Andrew Garfield's got one parent that's American.
Yeah, let me double check that just in case. But like
Chris Carr hates. No, he doesn't hate. He is a joke when
British
he does that.
American actor. That's what Andrew Garfield is.
Yes, I believe his dad's British and his mom's.
But
American,
he was born in California.
Yep.
That's the difference.
But he grew up in the UK. He's got the accent. He's got the accent when he's not playing Spider-Man.
But also, do you think the factor is that he's a little bit shorter than Ben Barnes? Because Andrew Garfield is 5'10", and then Andrew Barnes is Ben Barnes. Ben Barnes is 6'1".
See, I don't know if that really matters, because Tom Cruise is like 5'3".
Everyone gives that example. That is the exception. That is not the rule. I am 5'5". Trust me, it matters in Hollywood.
Hey, man, I'll say I walk into so many agencies that measured me and said, like, get the F out.
Yeah.
No.
It's just see what we could be doing is saying this is sexism.
No. You can say this is height.
This is heightism. I am being discriminated against on the basis of my height, and frankly, I want to file a complaint with the SPCA.
Yeah, of animals.
Sorry, the SPLC.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brett's secretly an animal.
I am secretly an animal. That is correct.
Sir, we don't
The SPCA. Oh, it's going to be one of those days, is it?
Hey, I entered
Maybe.
my cat for a competition for like cutest animal for Kiss FM, and he got to like the top 5.
Boom.
Ooh.
And he didn't win. So I could have called
Dude,
the
your
SPCA
cat is
for
like
that.
a show cat. That
I
kind of
wanted him to be. So, like,
that
dude,
kind of reminds me of this one guy that really wanted to date me. He was telling me that his dog was actually like basically the offspring of the award-winning show dog. He's like, yeah, I bought her from this rich family.
And he thought this would woo you.
Well, like, he was like showing me all his collections. He had like limited edition comic books. Like, he had a limited edition Disney stuff.
I don't know if this guy knows that he was not going about this the right way. Cool car, large bank account.
No, and he told me like, yeah, I met Snoop Dogg. Does that interest you? And like, this was when I was.
This is the worst like pickup ever.
it's like,
No,
oh,
because,
you're so
like-
humble.
No, because like I was kind of interested with him because like this is when I was 21.
She's like, I do love rare vintage comic books
No.
and show dogs.
No. I liked him more for his personality. I didn't know about like him being like a little bit well off until he started doing that because he wanted me to date
I think
him.
you told me the story.
Yeah,
at
he
one
wanted
point.
me to date him so badly, and
So
he was
he
like,
changed his personality to that?
well, the reason why I didn't want to date him after that because it was election season and he turned on me.